Hello again, fellow podcaster, and welcome back to Pod Theory. I'm your host, Jason Cercone, and today I'm going to share how to generate sales with your podcast. You may look at your brand podcast as a fantastic way to build your brand, market your products, and communicate with your audience. And yes, absolutely, your podcast can do those three things with tactical precision if you do things right. But did you know that your podcast can help you generate sales as well? It's true. In fact, a thorough, well-crafted podcast can serve as the ultimate sales companion and put your sales force in a great position to close new business. So you may be asking, how does that happen? Well, let's talk about two important aspects of your sales funnel: generating leads and building relationships. You need your marketing initiatives to generate leads for your sales force to sell to. Once those leads are generated, they're typically coming to you in cold to semi-cold fashion. So, it's up to your sales force to warm them up and build a relationship with them so trust can be established and sales can be closed. When you're working with a lead that's already warm, the sales process usually goes much more smoothly. And if your new potential customer found you via your podcast and has consumed enough content to have a good understanding of your brand story, your mission, and how you can best serve their needs, the chances will be pretty high that they've already made up their mind. They want to do business with you. Now, you and your sales force just need to bring the sale home. Old school approaches had sales and marketing on two different sides of the equation. It wasn't uncommon for sales teams to blame the marketing department for a lack of leads, or the marketing department to blame the sales team for not being able to close the leads their campaigns generated. But as we've learned in recent years, sales and marketing working in lockstep versus against one another leads to far greater results for any brand wise enough to emphasize the critical roles both departments play. Your podcast is a tremendous platform for personalities within your company to grab a microphone and showcase their knowledge. By sharing experiences, case studies, and information that's relevant to the audience, listeners that take the next step and choose to do business with you are going to know the sales crew before they even pick up the phone or set foot inside your building. That's pretty powerful. You consistently have new resources within your four walls to tap for engaging content, and when their personality shines through on the mic, you boost your chances of a podcast listener becoming a genuine lead and a customer for your business. Literally, everyone wins in that scenario. Now, I've mentioned on past episodes that you don't want to spend entire episodes of your podcast just selling. That will not come off as genuine to your audience, and they'll feel as if they're sitting through a sales pitch. Your podcast is not the platform for that. It's the platform to show them why you and your brand are the number one authority in your industry and why everyone should be doing business with you. If you do that effectively, the sales are going to come naturally and you'll check all of the boxes. You'll engage the audience and keep them coming back for new episodes. You'll turn them into a lead when they're ready to take action. You'll lay a solid foundation on which to continue building relationships once they reach out to you. And you'll have an easier time closing sales because a lot of that discovery work will already have been done for you, thanks to your podcast. And that's just with the audience. You can also form solid relationships with other brands and personalities in your industry or adjacent to your industry. With your podcast, you've created a great platform for discussions and debate to unfold. Invite some of these personalities to come on your show and have a conversation. This will lead to a new audience getting introduced to your podcast and your brand. It'll lead to referrals. It's going to lead to potential collaboration opportunities. And it may even lead to your guest becoming a customer if you offer something they find valuable and don't offer themselves. The number of opportunities a podcast can bring your brand is quite vast. If you build your show effectively, it can essentially become the sales machine that drives your brand forward for years to come. Not only will it set you up for success, but it's a fun, innovative medium that more brands are gravitating towards each and every day. Is your brand next? And that's what we call a podcast episode, boys and girls. If you enjoyed our talk today, perhaps you'd like to join me on Clubhouse. Every Thursday night at 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, I'm a moderator in the Beginner's Luck Room on ClubPod, which is a community for podcasters within Clubhouse that you can join today. Just go to Clubhouse, search for ClubPod, and join. And then come find me at Jason Cercone. Again, we go live every Thursday night at 10 o'clock p.m., and I'll be launching my own weekly room in Clubhouse in the very near future. Stay tuned for more details on that. Good talk. I'll see you back here tomorrow. This has been Jason Cercone on Pod Theory.